Welcome to Horrorland.
Hey guys, I'm Justin, owner of Horrorland Media, and I'm here today to do the February 2026 collection update. As you guys can tell, I'm solo this month. Reason being, the plague has struck again. Me and Lee are both sick. You can still hear it in my voice, and she was honestly just like, I really don't feel like it. We were just sick coming home from Vegas, fevers, the whole 9 yards. This time, no fever, just cold-like symptoms. It's just, this winter has been crap. Everybody's been sick. We went to Days of the Dead Atlanta. Eric was actually supposed to go with us, and he wound up coming down with a bug. We did Atlanta. I came home. I got sick. We went to Evansville the very next weekend. By the time we got home, both Carl and Lee had it as well. I don't know. I think Carl might have actually caught something just a little different because of his symptoms. He didn't test for the flu, but almost had like the flu. So man, just the weather and just this time of year has sucked, and we cannot get well. And we can't get well enough to get the podcast back on track. So like I said, I've just been trying to kind of keep them going with the monthly updates. And eventually maybe we'll be able to crank out some more episodes. But until then, let's go ahead and jump right into what I bought for the month. Another relatively small month, all things considered. So first up here, something a little different. I don't typically show these off, but I did get Tiny from the Devil's Rejects. Roy had this, was previously part of Tyrant Toys. I think he is still part. I'm not real sure. He's not setting up under the Tyrant Toys banner anymore. So I think it's just Roy's Toys, I think, because when I paid for this, I believe we bought some figures from him previously when we PayPal'd him some money, and I believe it's Roy's Toys. So anyways, Tiny from the Devil's Rejects, this goes for about $60 online. He had it for $40. Guys, if you see Roy at a convention, most definitely go up and look at his booth and check out his prices, because his figures and stuff are top tier, or much more inexpensive than any other booth. Roy's just a great guy to buy from. So there's a little shout out for Roy. Definitely go buy from him, though, if you guys are at a convention, you're looking for a figure. He's got a great selection and phenomenal prices. Getting into the media for the month, though, the only DVD pickup is this one right here. This is Criminal Minds, seasons 9 through 12. Lee and I were going through the seasons shelf, which is over here to the left of me, and trying to kind of figure out what we needed to get to finish some stuff up, what we needed to kind of complete some series. That was one of them. We are still missing, I think, 3 seasons of that, but hopefully McKay's will come through with that eventually when we do get to go. An independent film that I picked up when we were in Atlanta. This is Big Bad Betty. This is from Justin Sulham. I'm probably butchering his last name, but anyways, we met him. He had reached out on Instagram when I was posting about Descent to Chaos, and couldn't wait to meet us and the whole 9 yards. It was really fun. We didn't get a whole lot of chance to talk and stuff like that, but hopefully we can remedy that in Nashville with Full Moon coming up here next month. But we did check out Big Bad Betty. We enjoyed it for what it is. I think there may be a part 2 potentially in the works, and so I'm interested to see what he does. The film looks amazing. The story leaves a lot of things open-ended, and I'm intrigued to see where he takes the story next. So worth a pickup. I think he's selling those for $30. You can get them at Grindhouse Video. There's several places that he's selling them at. I know Grindhouse has got them. I think Jesse has them at Danger Zone there in Nashville as well. So he's making the convention run. Grab him at a convention, and he's definitely trying to get them in more stores. So check your local store. They may very well have them. In Evansville, Indiana, though, for the Evansville HorrorCon, there was another independent booth there. He was actually a distributor, and he had some films for sale, and so they were 2 for $40. So me and Carl, of course, are suckers for independent films. So we partook in the deal, and I got Are You Dead Yet on Blu-ray, and I don't know, let's see, this guy is Blood Pact Films. So there is Are You Dead Yet? And then also from them is Blood and Breakfast. So I think Carl got Blood and Breakfast too, but then he also they had a couple of directors there with their film, and I don't remember the name of it. Atonement, maybe. It started with an A, I feel like. They were there, and anyways, Carl picked up their film to support them and I did not to support them. It's just this one. These are feature length. I think theirs was like 58 minutes or something. So wanted the most bang for my buck. Next up here is Mark of the Werewolf, another little indie film. Super glad to pick up and support. Can't wait to check this one out. Hopefully we're going to get together and have a little like indie movie day and kind of check some of these out. Next up from Dread, this is Haunt Season. I can't wait to check this one out. I have unwrapped this one because it had something in there when it came and it sounded like it was loose. It actually wasn't. It was just a little card that was in there. But so I have already opened that one, but have not checked it out yet. Next up, these are the new releases picked up from Walmart for the month. Excuse me, guys. My apologies. And that is Silent Night, Deadly Night, the 2025 remake from Cineverse here. This is the Steelbook edition. These Cineverse Steelbooks are amazing. The glare is probably not so amazing, but these Steelbooks are absolutely insane. The Cineverse also released the remake for the Toxic Avengers, so love their Steelbooks. And can't wait. I hope they keep putting stuff out. I did get some news in Evansville of a film that they picked up, so hopefully we see that released from them really soon. Not going to give word as to what that is, but hopefully we do see that film out really soon, because I cannot wait. The director, phenomenal, and can't wait to see that movie. Anyways, next up on 4K here is Predator Badlands. I was torn on this one. I don't even know that I'm going to like this film. This one does not look very good by the trailers. It has not gotten very good reviews. But my code guy wanted it, and so I was going to make a little bit of my money back, and I was going to get to check it out. And again, by the time you pay to go see a movie in the theater, and I buy 2 movie tickets and popcorn and all that, I can buy the 4K, watch it in the comfort of my own home, and then if I sell the code off, 9 times out of 10 I actually come out a little ahead. So went ahead and picked it up because my code guy wanted it, so we'll check it out eventually. Next up, Blu-ray here for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Me and Lee enjoyed the first one for what it was. It's not like the greatest movie ever made. It's not going to rewrite the horror genre, but fun for what it was. So can't wait to check out part 2. Next up, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I believe this is the 3rd one of these in the series. My other 2 were on 4K. Really would have liked to have had this in 4K, as I think it really would have looked good. But of course my shitty Walmart didn't get the 4K, and rather than ordering it, I just went ahead and picked it up on old-fashioned Blu-ray. Sometimes the jump from 4K to Blu-ray isn't huge, so it is what it is, Next up, Osgood Perkins' new film here, and this is Keeper. So Osgood Perkins, I like most of his stuff, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, Osgood did The Monkey, and we actually enjoyed that film for what it was. So can't wait to check this one out. Totally original, creepy, and unforgettable is the tagline on the back. This is a 4K as well, so can't wait to check that one out. It does look like these neon 4Ks. My Walmart is actually starting to carry, which is really cool. They didn't when The Monkey came out. I had to wind up ordering it, but they had this one, and they had another neon film. Is it Together? Maybe. I can't remember the name of it exactly. I think it is potentially, though, and I think it is Together. And they carried it too. So anyways, maybe they're going to keep that trend going, because Neon has got some pretty original and some pretty cool stuff that they're releasing. So really happy to have that one. Next up, Dark Force Entertainment had a little sale, things that had come back into print or whatever have you, and that is Hard Rock Nightmares. So again, don't know much about this one. The trailer looked cool. It's a werewolf film. I like werewolves, so decided to go ahead and pick it up. It was one of those that had kind of gone out of print when Code Red, the founder of Code Red, had passed away. I think there was some rights issues and things, and Dark Force has kind of picked it back up and been releasing some of that stuff, and so super glad to have that. Next up, Dario Argento's Opera. Absolutely love this film. I threw this one in to check out the 4K scan. Looks amazing, sounds amazing. I probably won't be rewatching this one simply for a while, simply because I just watched it not long ago. So I just opened it to put the 4K in to make sure it looked good. That is from Severin, and that starts the Severin Black Friday sale. So I've had this stuff on order since November. It took them that long to ship stuff. It is what it is. We've got another company on here that we'll talk about here in just a minute that has taken a while to ship some stuff. It is what it is. I mean, some of these companies, they're just not able to get stuff out the door. Maybe they're not able to get their new stuff pressed in a timely manner. and you know, there's just a whole, it's just a whole thing. So it just is what it is. Enjoy what you've got. I mean, if you enjoy physical media, then I have absolutely no doubt that more than likely you have a back catalog of stuff to watch. You're not having to knock down the doors and things to get these. So anyways, next up here, this is a back catalog title they had really cheap. This is Eyes of Fire from Severin. Back catalog here, The Attic Expeditions from the year 2000. That one looked pretty cool based off trailer. And then of course I had to get Cruel Jaws when it came. This one had been long thought to be out of print, and they found like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 copies, probably convention stock that they had in a box, and they were able to sell those over Black Friday. Next up, some of the new releases as of Black Friday is Looking Italian. This has Matt LeBlanc? Yes, Matt LeBlanc from Friends. So super happy to have that one. I'm sure Lee will probably watch that one. We do have Retribution here. This was the 4K. This is absolutely batshit insane, so can't wait to check this one out. This has been released from Severin for a while. I've just honestly never checked it out. And then for some reason when they did the 4K, it made me want to check it out. I don't know why. And then lastly here from Severin is Razor Blade Smile. Looking really forward to checking this one out. Again, another one I don't know anything about. Looks kind of like a female vampire film. So we'll check it out, see if it's any good. Moving right along here, we do have this one from Terror Vision. Finally starting to get some of that October, the 13 weeks of October sale stuff in. So the first one here is the secret title. It's Dark Harvest. I have to say, I have actually watched this one from this month, and I did not enjoy it. So this one will be up for sale. It just is that way. Sometimes it is what it is. Super excited, though, that TerraVision is actually putting stuff like this out. Even if you don't like it, I think you still have to give credit where credit's due. I love Dead Pit, but Uncle Bill, when he got wind that this is what this was, he absolutely like shit all over it and was just like, that's the worst film you could have possibly picked. But here's the deal. Regardless if it's a good movie or not, it's super cool that TerraVision's taking the time to acquire these films and put them out. So Dark Harvest, I respect it for what it is, but it wasn't a movie for me. Next up, another TerraVision here. This is Death by Dialogue. So super excited to check this one out. I love my TerraVision stuff, guys. Absolutely love it. This is from City Lights. So TerraVision is in, hot water as per usual because they can't get stuff out of the door. But again, as I just said with Severin, I have no doubt that if you ordered stuff from them, then you have a plethora of back catalog stuff that you can get into. They actually, Sean, I believe his name is Sean, and I can't remember his last name. But he actually just did an interview with Dead Pit. Go check that out if you're interested. And he goes over all things, he goes over the pressing plant that TerraVision just acquired and the whole 9 yards with that. And man, the amount, of death threats and crap that they were getting and having to ship all this stuff early. I mean, all of this stuff, these two films here were bundled with another order. I paid $5 to ship 6 films. And instead, they had to ship them early because people were threatening them because they couldn't get movies out on time, and they were all mad about it. Guys, grow up. If you have nothing better to do than to watch a calendar and to get that upset over physical media, there's an issue there. I mean, I'm not going to say that I've never sent an email hey, where's my order? That's usually only after I start seeing 50 other people post their YouTube videos where they've gotten stuff. And it honestly just makes me wonder, sometimes, how long is it going to be? But I've never once been if you don't get my order out, I'm going to find you. And no, it's more so hey, I've just been seeing some other people, get their orders. Just wondered if there was any update as to when mine might ship. Do you have a time frame? And, I've done that to Severin before, and usually they're oh, yours will be out by the end of the week. And it is. But to threaten someone's life and to go overboard like that, that's just absolutely ridiculous. So anyways, said my piece on that. Next up though, and lastly, this is Arrow Video's big box for Excalibur. Looks super, I don't know what just happened there. I lost my breath and about choked. So Excalibur here, super excited to check this one out. I honestly don't know that I've ever seen this one. This is 141 minutes if you watch the extended cut. So gonna have to sketch out some time for that because Lee will not be into this one, I can assure you. But I will be. I like all the medieval sorcerer kind of stuff for the most part. There's a couple of them that I don't like, but looking super forward to checking out Excalibur. As you guys may have noticed, no Vinegar Syndrome. My Vinegar Syndrome is on the way, but it didn't get here in time to make the video, so it just is what it is. But yeah, March, my God, March is already shaping up to be a phenomenal month. I've got some Umbrella box sets coming. They just had a box set sale, so looking super forward to that. Just some upgrades and to make some things in the collection look a little nicer with those box sets. I've got 2 Vinegar Syndrome orders. One is on the way. Hopefully March's legit actual order will ship, and then we'll have double the Vinegar Syndrome for the end of the month by then. And hopefully by the time we roll around for for the time to film March's collection update, hopefully all of us will be well enough and Lee can join me back. That would be really nice. So anyways, we do have Full Moon in Nashville, Tennessee coming up. That is April the 3rd, 4th, and 5th at the Sonesta Nashville Airport Hotel. The same place it always is. Grab some tickets, come out and see us. That is our last convention before we take a little break for the summer. We've got a couple of vacations and things that we are going to be doing. And then we return, I believe it's in July, with the St. Louis Horror Con, brought to you by the same people who do the Evansville Horror Con. So hoping for a really big time there. Carl should be with us at both of those shows. So super excited to have him along, and hopefully eventually we're going to get Eric back out to a show. Again, schedules have to align for that though, and in the one show he was going to go to, like I said, he wound up getting sick. So it's just been a whole ordeal, but we appreciate those of you who do tune in and watch our videos, even though they're kind of sporadic and we don't do very many of them anymore. We do appreciate you guys with sticking with us and checking those out. As always, though, don't forget there is links in the comment section down below on this video where you can go check out all 4 trailers for all 4 of our films. Go check out the trailers, and if you like what you see, click the link that is also in the description box below. That'll take you directly to our website, which is horrorlandmedia.square.site, and go ahead and pick you up some of those. We do have bundle deals for the first 3 films. Descent to Chaos is not available in a bundle deal just yet. I'm going to try to, let it sell for a little bit before we go bundling it with other films. So, but I mean, you can still grab, all 4 of our films for relatively, a lot cheaper than what you can. Even, an Arrow big chunky box set. You can grab our stuff cheaper, all 4 of our films cheaper than what you could buy the 2 newest Arrow releases, and you're helping and supporting an independent company. So by all means, please go do that. Justin Sullum, follow him on all the social medias and check out his film Big Bad Betty. Blood Pact Films, find them on social medias, check out their films. Anything that is independent, I'm all about checking out. Mark of the Werewolf, which is another indie that I bought this month, is actually available on Tubi, I saw the other day while scrolling. So tons of indie horror out there. This channel has really kind of not really lost focus, but we've kind of gotten off that focus with all the super cool, super nice Arrow editions and everything. But I really want to jump back in and really start getting back to focusing on the indie film genre, which is what we kind of honestly started this whole channel to begin with. So really excited with what we've got though, really excited with the pickups, excited to check out this new indie stuff, and excited to get Tiny up on the wall somewhere. So anyways guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry for kind of rambling here at the end, but trying to get some information out since we haven't done a video since last month at this time. Hopefully I'm not going to say we're going to do another one this month. We may very well not. We've got a ton of stuff coming up. We've got some birthdays, some wrestling shows we've got to attend, things like that. So probably not going to get another one out this month unless something's just changes drastically. But we will be back at the 1st of April with our March collection update. So we look forward to seeing you guys then. I appreciate, like I said, each and every one of you for tuning in. We do appreciate you sticking with us and sticking with the channel. Just because we don't post all the time, that don't mean unsubscribe and forget about us. Keep following. Eventually, hopefully, maybe we can get back on track, especially when it starts getting 120 and you about have a heart attack when you walk out of your door because it's so hot. Maybe we can really start focusing on getting back down here in the media room and cranking out some episodes for you guys. So anyways, again, I've said it 1,000,001 times, but we're going to say it one more time. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time with another episode of Welcome to Horrorland.